We now have over 1,500 different pickaxes in Fortnite, but today guys, we're going to be looking at 25 cheap tryhard pickaxes in Fortnite. These are going to be some of the best pickaxes for you guys to use today, and we are also going to be including some pickaxes we have never talked about on the channel before, so make sure you guys watch this entire video and let me know what pickaxe you were using today. Let's not waste any more time though and get straight into it, and we have to start off with the Crowbar. This is easily one of the best pickaxes Fortnite has ever designed. You could actually get this for free as well. All you had to do was basically unlock some challenges and you could get this pickaxe completely for free. That was such a good idea by Fortnite. I feel like they absolutely nailed this collab, and that is very clear because this is one of the most tryhard pickaxes in the history of Fortnite. The Crowbars have also been remade so many times as well, so even if you don't like the original Crowbar, chances are there are other pickaxes very similar to this, like the Gold Crow, that you could use instead. Next up though guys, we need to move on to the Hot Dogar. This is one of the more unique pickaxes that we have in Fortnite. This is a pickaxe that people probably haven't really been too familiar with in the past, but you can pick this up for 800 V-Bucks, so I feel like we just had to mention this. I love it so much. I feel like the Hot Dogar is one of the best designed pickaxes in the history of the game. There is just something so cool about this. The potential for this as well to only become even better is definitely there because this is one of the smallest pickaxes in the game. I just feel like it is going to fit in with so many different skins, and of course other skins will be added to the game in the future, only making this even more tryhard. But again, it is quite underrated at the moment, and I guess you could say the same for the Kunai pickaxes as well. These are some of the most underrated pickaxes in the game. We definitely don't see the popularity for these that we should see for a lot of other pickaxes, especially considering this came to the game with the Naruto collab, one of the most hyped up collabs we have ever seen. So many people waited for this to return. I feel like it was so insane when it actually got announced, and now that it is here, it is definitely one of the more underrated items in the game. I really like the Kunai pickaxes though. Obviously you do have to like the cell shaded pickaxes in Fortnite if you do want to use this, so maybe that is one of the main reasons why this hasn't been that popular. But one item that has been quite popular is going to be the Cold Snap. This is definitely a pickaxe that has been so tryhard in Fortnite. A lot of people have been using this, and that is because this was part of Clix's locker bundle. I feel like whatever Clix ends up using in Fortnite always ends up becoming quite popular and tryhard, and the fact that this was included in his very own locker bundle just made this even better. I'm still a big fan of this. I feel like Fortnite absolutely nailed this pickaxe. It is so detailed though, so I feel like you might be a little bit limited in what skins you can actually match up with this though, but I'm sure if you guys are a fan of Clix, you probably already own this and have been using it over the last few seasons. One pickaxe though that is going to be a lot newer is actually the Winter's Wand. This was just added to Fortnite, and this is also a Winterfest pickaxe. This actually came to the game with Flaky the Snowbird, which is one of the biggest meme skins I think we are ever going to see. The design for it is so funny, but this pickaxe is actually really well designed and could become a lot more tryhard in the future. We are just including this as a cheap pickaxe though because it is only 500 V-Bucks, so it is a lot cheaper than the Cold Snap, which does set you back 1,200 V-Bucks. It is also really simplistic with the color theme of this, meaning that you can use this with any single skin that you do own, whether it is a meme skin like Flaky the Snowbird, or even just one of the more tryhard skins like Siren, and of course the superhero skins. I feel like we don't really see too many people using collab pickaxes in Fortnite right now though, so let's move on to Vader's Katana. Now this is actually quite expensive, coming in at 1,800 V-Bucks, so it is definitely one of the more expensive ones in this video, but that is because you have to buy this in a bundle with the Samurai Darth Vader skin. So at least you are spending a little bit more V-Bucks, but you do get a really cool skin in return. Now we don't really see too many collab pickaxes being popular right now. There is something so cool about this though. I love this so much. I feel like there is a lot of potential for this moving forward as well, especially since people have been wanting lightsabers to be added to Fortnite from the very beginning, and it seems like that is not going to happen. So I feel like the next best option is definitely going to be Vader's Katana. They have done an amazing job with this though. It looks so clean, and I'm so glad this is finally here. Next up though guys, we have the Humbug Slicer. This is a free pickaxe in Fortnite. That is right, you guys could get this completely for free. It is one of the best pickaxes we have seen from a Winterfest update, and I feel like this was just so well done. We obviously did get a few free items during this Winterfest period, but there is just something so good about this. I feel like they did an amazing job designing this pickaxe, and of course the fact that it was available for free just made it even better. But the downside for this as well is that you really only are available to get these items during the Winterfest period. So since Winterfest has now ended, if you guys didn't actually unlock the Humbug Slicer, you will never be able to get it again. Let's move on, guys, to one of the best katanas that we have, and this has to be Wicks Katana. Now, this is definitely not the newest katana in the game, and it is not the oldest one either, but you could actually pick this up for 500 V-Bucks, making it the cheapest katana that we have in Fortnite. I feel like that is always really good. Fortnite have definitely spent a lot of time trying to create the coolest katanas that they can, and now that this is here, I feel like it has to be one of the best. We also did just talk about Vader's katana, but that does have quite a bit of detail to it, so if you do want to use something that is a little bit more simplistic, then I feel like Wicks Katana is going to do the job, just because the color styles for this are so simplistic. Obviously, you do have to wait for the John Wick skin and the John Wick collabs to return to the game in order to get this. You might have to wait a little while, but you will see the Spectral Axe returning to the store almost every single week. This is definitely one of the more popular pickaxes that we are going to be talking about in this video, but it is also one of the cheapest ones as well, coming in at 500 V-Bucks. It does feature in the store all the time, which is really good to see. I feel like they've spent a lot of time trying to make this as good as possible. Now, the Spectral Axe is one of the more interesting pickaxes in this video because it probably doesn't fit in with every single skin in the game. This usually fits in with the more brightly colored skins, or even the more simplistic skins like the superior skins, ISO, and of course Aura as well. You probably don't want to use this with some of the newer skins in the game or collab skins as well, just because I feel like they won't really match up too well, but one pickaxe that is going to fit in with all of them is going to be Widow's Bite. We have talked about this pickaxe a bunch on the channel before. It is actually the first Marvel pickaxe that we had added to the game, and then very quickly became one of the rarest Marvel pickaxes as well, because we hadn't seen this returning to the store for such a long time when all of the other Marvel items were being added, including the Marvel seasons, and then at the start of Chapter 5, Fortnite decided to add this back to the store. It is so cool though. It is easily one of my favorite pickaxes in the game, and I just feel like the design for this is so good. Let's move forward, guys, to the number 15 position, and we have the Slasher. This is another collab pickaxe that we have in Fortnite. I really like this a lot, and it is actually a Fortnite Mayor's pickaxe as well, because it came to the game with the Michael Myers skin, which is something that we haven't really talked about too much in Fortnite. I really like this a lot. There is something so cool about this. I think Michael Myers is one of the best collab skins they have ever designed, so now just seeing this item added to the game is really cool, and I feel like the Slasher was also so unique because it is a literal knife, and I never thought Fortnite would actually add this to the game. They've done such a clean job with this though, and this is one of the smallest and most simplistic pickaxes in the history of Fortnite, meaning that you guys can use this with every single skin that you own. It is going to be a little bit more challenging though to pair every single skin in your locker with something like the Dark Place lamp. I don't think this fits in with as many skins as something like the Slasher, but it is still a really good pickaxe that we just had to mention. This is also part of the Gaming Legends series. I feel like if this was part of a big movie franchise, we would see so many people using it, but I feel like for only 800 V-Bucks, it is definitely worth using. We have of course seen a few pros and streamers using it. I feel like that really helped increase the popularity of this, especially Clicks. He did use this a bunch, and because of how small and simplistic it is, I feel like you can pair it with still quite a lot of Tryhard skins in Fortnite, and even if you just want to keep most of your attention on the skin as opposed to the pickaxes, then this is going to be really good just because it blends in because it is so small. You could always go the other way though and try and go even smaller, and that is by using something like Leon's combat knife. Now, we did just talk about the Slasher, and Leon's combat knife is pretty much an exact copy of this. It is so insane how good this pickaxe is. I feel like this might be the smallest pickaxe we ever see in Fortnite as well, and you can pick it up for only 500 V-Bucks. We already had a combat knife in Fortnite, and that was a lot more expensive at 1,800 V-Bucks from the Terminator franchise. When we got Leon's combat knife added with the Gaming Legends series for only 500 V-Bucks, a lot more people ended up buying this. I mean, the designs are basically identical, but Leon's combat knife is definitely one of the sweatiest and smallest pickaxes we have in the game, and I don't think that is going to be changing anytime soon. We do need to move on though to one of the more traditional pickaxes that we have, and this is the Scully Scepter. Out of all the pickaxes that have ever been added to Fortnite, this is easily one of the best. It is pretty much a remake of the Star Wand as well, but suited for the Fortnite Mayor's variant, and this only sets you back 500 V-Bucks, so it is cheaper than the pickaxe that it was based off, which is the Star Wand. A lot of people do love the Scully Scepter though. I still think it is one of the best pickaxes they have designed. It looks so sick, and again, because it is really simplistic, it's just going to work in with every single skin that you own, and I guess the same can be said for the driver as well. There's definitely a common theme in this video by just using pickaxes that fit in with every single skin in your locker. You obviously don't want to use pickaxes that are really going to obstruct your skins or take away focus from your actual skins, and that is why I feel like this is such a good choice. It has been in the game since Chapter 1, Season 5, so it is definitely one of the most OG pickaxes in this video, and for it to still be popular today is just insane. I cannot believe we haven't seen more edit styles for this, but that could be just around the corner because of how many other pickaxes and skins in Fortnite are being added with edit styles every single day. Another really OG Chapter 1 pickaxe though that we just had to mention is the Star Wand. Now you can actually pick this up for 800 V-Bucks, making it, I guess, a little bit more expensive than some of the other pickaxes in this video, but it is still one of the best. I mean, this could easily be finishing in at the #1 position as the sweatiest pickaxe in the history of the game, but I just feel like now in Chapter 6 it has started to drop off a lot, and we don't really see as many people using it anymore. There is one thing for certain though, if you are a tryhard player, you probably already own this pickaxe, so we might not really need to talk about this too much anymore. That takes us forward, guys, and next up we have the Rose Thorns. We haven't really talked about too many Battle Pass pickaxes in Fortnite, but this does actually set you back 1,000 V-Bucks. I feel like in the past, Battle Pass pickaxes have been a lot more attractive to buy because they were a little bit cheaper at only 950 V-Bucks, but the fact that you get so many items in these just makes it so worth it, even if they have been increased to 1,000 V-Bucks. All of these skins and edit styles you get for this are just so good. There is no doubt this is one of the best Battle Pass pickaxes in the game as well, because it is so quiet. And of course, the other really amazing edit style for this as well is the fact that this is pretty much so simplistic that it is going to work in with every single skin that you own. That takes us forward, guys, to the #8 position, and we have the Harley Hitter. Now, I am a big fan of this. In my opinion, this is the best pickaxe we've ever seen in Fortnite. It is one of the coolest items they have ever designed, and that is definitely not going to change in my mind because of how good this is. I feel like the color styles for this is perfect. The design for it as well is even better, and this just has to be one of the best pickaxes Fortnite has ever designed. It's going to work in with every single skin that ever gets added to the game, whether they have already been in Fortnite or are going to be added over the next few seasons. Whether they are tryhard or not, it is going to work in with it so perfectly. But there is no doubt that I feel like at the moment you have to pair this 800 V-Buck pickaxe with something like Karuta Harley Quinn, just because this is also from the DC franchise and does look really cool. We've mentioned a lot of item shop pickaxes in this video though, so you could actually get the Gilded Naginata as quite a cheap tryhard pickaxe, and the major twist with this is that you had to buy a Fortnite crew bundle in order to get it. This is really cool. I think the Fortnite crew bundles are some of the best ways to get items in Fortnite. You pay around $10 a month, you get a skin for free, but eventually ends up with 6 different styles, and the same goes for the pickaxes as well. There's just something so cool about these. I feel like the Gilded Naginata has to be one of the best in the game as well, and it is only going to get more and more styles, making this only better in the future. Obviously, the downside is that these are only in the store for about a month and then never return, so if you don't own this, chances are you won't have another opportunity to get it again. We need to move on, the guys, and next up we have the Vault Guardian. Now, we talked about the crowbars at the very beginning of this video, but in my opinion, I feel like the Vault Guardian has been even better. You could also unlock this in challenges, so for that reason you could actually get this for free, but if you were lazy like me and did not want to grind out these challenges, then you could have just bought it as well for 500 V-Bucks. I feel like it is really cool when Fortnite does this. It is always really good to be able to not only just use items for free if you grind out challenges, but also have an opportunity to buy them in the item shop if you weren't playing during that time. This is so sick. I feel like this should have happened with some of the other pickaxes in the game as well, like the Crowbar. That would have been really cool to see it featuring in the store once again, or even the Winterfest free pickaxes that we have just had added to Fortnite. That would have also been really cool to be able to see them being available in the item shop, because if you guys did miss out on them, you were never going to be able to get these again. So for that reason, I feel like the Vault Guardian has to be one one of the best pickaxes in Fortnite because Fortnite did an amazing job by adding this back to the store. One pickaxe that features in the store all the time though is the studded axe. This only sets you back 800 V-Bucks, so I feel like it is quite a good price for a pickaxe that's well designed, but the big downside to this is that it does only have one style. We did get a flawless pickaxe added to the game during Chapter 1 Season 8 as part of the Battle Pass, but because that was a completely different pickaxe, no one else is really using it today, and I just feel like that is really why this has dropped off a lot. Still though, the studded axe is one of the most iconic pickaxes in Fortnite. So many people love this as well because this could be the quietest pickaxe we have ever seen. It makes pretty much no sound, which is just insane. I feel like we have never really seen a pickaxe like this before, and if you are a tryhard player, I'm sure you already own this. So I'm sure if you guys already own this, you will know how good it actually is, and probably don't want me to talk about it too much anymore because it is sort of a secret. But that takes us forward, guys, to the number 4 position, and we have the Icebreaker. The Icebreaker is a 500 V-Buck pickaxe in Fortnite. This has been in the game since Chapter 1 Season 1, literally from the very beginning, which is just insane to think about. I think this is one of the best pickaxes we've ever seen. It is very similar to Driver as well because of how simplistic it is, and of course the design for it is just so well done. Because it is so simplistic, it's just going to work in with every single skin that you own, whether that is the Joker, Aura, the superhero skins, Siren, or even the soccer skins. They're going to work in perfectly with this and match up on the colors as well, which I feel like is the best part about it. Moving forward, guys, to the number 3 position, we have the Fiendish Wand. This again is another remake of the Star Wand, but this has been even better. You can actually pick this up for 500 V-Bucks, making it the same price as the Scully Scepter. This is probably the best variant we will ever see of the Star Wand though, because this is a Halloween variant of this. Now, we did already have a different Halloween edit style for this, because I feel like the Scully Scepter was definitely inspired for the Fortnite Mayor's update, but the Fiendish Wand is just on another level. I love this so much, but again, because this is a Fortnite Mayor's pickaxe, we honestly might not see this returning to the store for another few months, which sucks so much. I feel like pickaxes this well designed deserve to be in the store all the time, so hopefully that does end up happening. But we need to move on, guys, to the number 2 position, and this is the Axe of Champions 2.0. Now, you could actually unlock this pickaxe for free through a few different ways. Firstly, you could grind out some challenges, win an FNCS tournament, and you would have this completely for free, or you could just play some ranked game modes and win a tournament as well, and not an FNCS tournament, but instead the actual Axe of Champions 2.0 Cup. That would have made this incredible. I feel like that definitely would have made this one of the best pickaxes in the game if you got it completely for free, but now that it does feature in the item shop, you can just buy this as well, so I feel like it is definitely worth owning today. But I still feel like there is a better pickaxe in the game, and that has to be the Leviathan axe. Now, you guys might not consider this a cheap pickaxe, but you can actually pick this up for 1,000 V-Bucks. The problem is with this that it is just so incredibly rare. I feel like every single one of you watching this video right now would buy it straight away because of how rare this actually is, especially if you do not own it, but it is one of the best pickaxes Fortnite has ever designed. It has been so tryhard from the very beginning, and the design is just so different to everything else we've ever seen before as well, and it really sets this apart because a lot of the collab pickaxes that we have drop off so much, but for a gaming legends pickaxe, this has been one of the best in the game. But there you guys go, that is my list for the 25 best cheap tryhard pickaxes in Fortnite. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and let me know what pickaxe is the best.